A quick reaction to Real Madrid versus Rayo Vallecano.
Disappointing night for Carlo Ancelotti's men, Alex?
Well, look, I was sat here before the game saying I thought Madrid would win comfortably and maybe score 3 goals. So what do I know? But I think if you look at the game, we've just seen the highlights there. We've seen the chances that Real Madrid created. I think they did enough to win this game. I think if they play like that performance, most times they win this game. But they weren't quite clinical enough. They weren't quite efficient enough. And Rayo held on and were very, very happy with a point. And all this time that we've been enjoying Jude Bellingham's incredible goal-scoring form, we have also been asking the question, what does happen if those goals do dry up? What happens if Bellingham is unable to get on the score sheet, or heaven forbid he was injured, as we saw the spectre of a possible injury in that first half? And he wasn't able to score here, and the others weren't able to step up. We saw chances from Joselu, we saw chances for Vinicius, we saw Rodrigo come on and make a bit of an impact and have a chance pretty much straight away, but none of them hit the back of the net.
So Alex rightly pointed out that today Real Madrid should have scored at least 3 goals based on the chances they created. Despite Real Madrid played well, especially at first half, and they created so many chances, they couldn't finish the chances they created. And as a result, we lost 2 points for absolutely no reason.
And so this question about have they got enough apart from Bellingham in terms of goal scoring, this goalless draw is only going to, I think, make people ask that question even louder.
Game they should have won.
So back to the point of Bellingham scoring every match, that's impossible. That's very unlikely to happen. Eventually it will stop. So, which means that other players, other attackers like Joselu, Vini, they have to score eventually. And today, don't get me wrong, Joselu should have scored at least 2 goals.
Ale?
Absolutely. And we can look at this as the totality of 90 minutes, or we can just look at the first 5 minutes. Valverde puts that chance away, which ends up being their best chance of the game. He puts that away. This is not even a contest.
So it seems at the end of the match, we are now regretting that chance by Fede Valverde. Fede stole the ball from Rayo, and he just should have finished the chance. It was easy, but somehow he couldn't.
You allowed Rayo Vallecano to hang around. And even for the rest of the first half, there were opportunities and opportunities and opportunities for Real Madrid. You go into halftime, and my thought was, you know what? It's going to be more of the same. More pressure from Real Madrid, more opportunities to come. It's only a matter of time. That's the way I described it, and I could not have been any more wrong. Because to be quite honest with you, Real Madrid actually did not create as many opportunities in the second half as I thought they would. They fell into the trap of the pushing and shoving and arguing and fouls and the referee and Rayo Vallecano and Dimitrescu and the goalkeeper, instead of focusing on playing with quality, with efficiency, with effectiveness in front of goal, in the final third, with quickness of movement, both on the ball and off the ball. And when you do that, and Rayo Vallecano has come into Santiago Bernabeu and has generated enough confidence to say, you know what? 20 more minutes and we got to get out of here with a point, it becomes then very difficult to break them down. They did not create high-level quality of opportunities in the last 20-25 minutes. It looked a lot like a 0-0 draw after the 70th minute because Real Madrid ran out of ideas and Rayo Vallecano were very comfortable in doing what they were doing.
So lots of points to tackle here. Yep, but I agree most of the points LA just mentioned. For example, Real Madrid was far better in first half in terms of chance creation, in terms of having urgency to go forward. So let's talk about the first half performance. First half performance, I thought was really good. Some of the chances we were creating, Rayo didn't know what to do. And we were playing direct football, no side possession, side pass, back pass, only direct football. Only thing was missing is the finishing that I already said. And going to the second half, we were equally playing similar play style until 65th or 78th minute when Carlo made some subs. And after the subs, it's totally different game. Somehow, the chemistry we were having among our midfielders and attackers in first half was totally gone. I don't know how. Maybe you can ask questions. So maybe those subs weren't the best decision. But you have to make subs, right? When you have a game like this, you have to make subs to get best out of it. And to be fair, I don't disagree most of the subs that Carlo made today. I thought those are rightly justified subs. Except Nacho coming, I think that didn't make any sense at that time. We needed extra attackers, not defenders. But anyway, another point that Ali discussed is Rayo's playstyle. Rayo came here just for a point. They did not come here to play football. They were wasting time every single second possible. And they were fouling our players left and right despite referee did not see them. Or he pretended not to see them. For example, Camavinga was fouled 3 times. The referee did not say anything. Instead, he gave an yellow to Vinicius Jr.
Draw at the Bernabeu for Real Madrid can sometimes be perceived as well as a loss, Alex. You can imagine that the heavy favourites going into this one will be under some heavy criticism in the papers in the morning.
Yeah, you know what it's like. Anytime the Real Madrid don't win and win in style, it's a disaster. It's a crisis. It's what's wrong with the team, what has to change, and all of that. That discussion will be had after this game. I don't think there's any need to panic. I don't think there was too much wrong with this Real Madrid performance. I think Real Madrid are having a pretty good season. I think what we're seeing is that there isn't necessarily one outstanding team in La Liga this season. If there is one, it's Girona. Let's not take anything away from them, but we've seen Real Madrid dropping points. We saw Barca drop points in the Clásico. We saw Atletico Madrid drop points on Friday night. So it's happening to all of the big three.
When a big team like Real Madrid loses points, there will be always criticism. It's not just Real Madrid. Even other teams like say Bayern or Man City, even say Barca, there will be always talking points why they lost their points.
Are concerned. And like I say, I don't think there's too much need to panic. I'm not sure there's too much wrong with this Real Madrid team. But the question about the goal scoring, that is a legitimate concern, I think.
So here, I have to agree that, yes, we lost 2 huge points against Rayo Vallecano, but there is no need for panic yet. So let's discuss some of the important points from today's match. When we saw the 3 front attackers, Vinicius and Joselu and Rodrigo on the right side, I thought that was pretty good because that's the best possible 3 attackers, right, in our team. So when I saw that, okay, in second half, okay, maybe we'll do something different. But for some reason, we played worse than before. Maybe we need more time to have chemistry among these 3 players. Also, I have repeated this point multiple times in the past. I'll say it again. Why Brahim is not playing? In fact, I would argue that when Nacho was subbed in, that should be Brahim. We needed more attackers, not defenders. So if we would have more players in attacking side, maybe we would have more chance to create more chances and to score goals. And when it comes to players' performance, I would say the best player, in my opinion, today was Camavinga. He played as a CDM and he delivered what he was asked for it. Also, despite there are a lot of criticisms of Vinicius Jr. in social media, what I saw today, I felt he was okay. A couple of times, he created a couple of good chances from the left side, and he found out Joselu, who could not finish, but I thought he wasn't poor, as the social media are saying. Anyway, despite we lost 2 points, we still have to be optimistic. We still have huge opportunity to win La Liga this season. We're only 2 points away from Girona. Personally, I'm surprised seeing Girona at this level. However, I think at the end of the day, it will be Barca, Real, and Atletico who will be competing for this title. Let me know, what did you think about our performance today?